And welcome everybody to this SMU Channel 3 broadcast from Jeffrey S. Olson Memorial Pool. Tonight, the Spencer Tiger Boys Swim Team will be hosting the Carroll Tigers here in meet action. I'm Randy Cothran, glad to have you along with us for this live broadcast of Spencer Tiger and Carroll Tiger swimming. Originally, Storm Lake was on the schedule to participate in this evening's event, but they do not have a program this year. Numbers were low. So Storm Lake will be part of this tonight. It'll just be the two Tiger squads squaring off. We have 13 total events. We will have a couple of breaks worked into it tonight. We'll be starting off with the boys 200-yard medley relay, the varsity event. Carroll High School will have a pair of teams swimming in lanes 2 and 3. Spencer will be swimming in lanes 4 and 5. Carroll will feature Jacob Grieving, Nick Whipke, Caleb Blair, and Tristan Blair in lane number 2. And in lane number 3, it'll be Dante Fennell, Ryan Burbank, Ben England, and Sam Jansen for the guests from Carroll in lane number 3. In lane number 4 for the Tigers, it'll be Sawyer Sand leading things off, Reed Tigas, Cole DeFlemenick, and Jacob Grunemeyer. In lane 5 for the Tiger squad, Elijah Miller, Lucas Keeler, Josh Harrell, and Alex Francis. And we are in the pool and heading on our way. And right now, leading the way, Sawyer Sand in lane number 4 for the Tigers. And a pretty even turn there between Sand and Jacob Grieving from Carroll. Right now, Sand with a slight lead as we get ready for the second swimmers to enter the pool. That'll be Reed Tigas now into the pool for the Tigers. Nick Whipke in lane number 2 and Ryan Burbank in lane number 3 for Carroll. And Lucas Keeler now ready to dive in for Spencer in lane number 5. Tigas making the turn on his way back. Cole DeFlemenick ready to go in lane number 4 for the Tigers, who are comfortably ahead as DeFlemenick enters the pool for the Tigers. He was followed by Ben England in lane number 3 for Carroll. And now Cole DeFlemenick on the turn, leading the way. And Jacob Grunemeyer will swim the final lap for the Tigers. And he is ready to go and about ready to hit the pool now in lane number 4. In he goes. Went in right about the same time as Josh Harrell did in lane number 5 for Spencer. In lane number 3, it is Sam Jansen swimming the final leg for Carroll. As Grunemeyer here with Spencer in a comfortable lead. And they will touch first in lane number 4 with a time of 1:52.39. Carroll in second in lane number 3, in lane number 2. And into the pool now, Alex Francis, the final Tiger swimmer in lane number 5. Carroll in lane number 2 comes in. That would be Tristan Blair rounding out there. So the Tigers with a 1:52.39 time take first place in our first event of the evening, the 200-yard medley relay for varsity. And Francis now finishing things up for the Tigers in a time of 2:30.92. The second place time for Carroll was 1:56.99, almost 4.5 seconds slower than the Spencer time. And third place also Carroll, 2:08.65 in lane number 2. So now we'll move on to the 200-yard freestyle varsity. That will feature 3 Carroll Tigers and 1 Spencer Tiger. Jacob Grieving, who led things off for Carroll in lane number 2 in the first event, will swim in lane number 1. Xander Kenyon for Carroll will swim in lane number 2. Sam Jansen will swim in lane number 3 after just wrapping up the second place finish for Carroll in the medley relay. And then Luke Fisher will be going for the Spencer Tigers. He will be in lane number 4 when everything gets recorded. The 200-yard freestyle varsity. So 1, 2, and 3 featuring Carroll swimmers. Lane number 4, Luke Fisher from Spencer. And the swimmers are in the pool. And right away, it's lane number 2, Xander Kenyon out with a short lead. And quick turn there between 2 and 3. So Sam Jansen and Xander Kenyon swimming pretty close right there. Lane number 1's Jacob Grieving, a distant third, and Luke Fisher swimming in 4th right now for the Tigers. And Fisher making the turn on the wall for Spencer. And still a pretty dead heat between Xander Kenyon and Sam Jansen in 2 and 3 for Carroll for the lead here. This is the 2-man head about midway through the distance of the pool. And these two guys must train together because they are right on top of each other. Stroke for stroke leading the way in lanes 2 and 3 was Xander Kenyon and Sam Jansen for Carroll. It's Jacob Grieving in 3rd place and Luke Fisher of Spencer in 4th. And right now, it looks like Jansen's going to finish just ahead on the turn. So he's taking a slight lead against Xander Kenyon. And the turn for Jacob Grieving now. And Luke Fisher making his turn for Spencer. Sam Jensen with the slight lead coming to the wall. And Jansen with the time of 2:06.56 for first place. Xander Kenyon's time 2:07.51 for second. Jacob Grieving will finish 3rd. His time 2:25.62. And Luke Fisher wrapping things up here for Spencer in lane number 4. And he touches at 2:35.37 for the Tigers. And as the boys take a quick warm down, we'll get ready for the boys' 200-yard individual medley varsity event. Couple of names you've heard before for Carroll will be participating in this. Dante Fennell will be in lane number 1 for Carroll. Ben Englund will be in lane number 2 for Carroll. And Kyle Sundrup from Carroll will be in lane number 3. It'll be Owen Manwarren in lane number 4 and Parker Van Otterloo in lane number 5 for Spencer. So lanes 4 and 5 will have Spencer swimmers in them. And the swimmers are in the pool. Pretty even start for him. Looks like Fennell with a slight lead heading into the first turn. Looks like Fennel and Sundrup pretty close, and then right chasing not far behind Ben England. So all three Carroll swimmers, and it looks like Sundrup taking a slight lead here. A turn, followed closely by England and Fennel in lanes 1 and 2. Owen Manwarren leading for Spencer in lane number 4. He is currently in 4th place, and Parker Van Otterdu in lane number 5 for the Tigers, rounding thing out in 5th place. And now Sundrup with a very comfortable lead, swimming in lane number 3. Fennel and England in lanes 1 and 2, side by side. And Owen Manwarren with a slight lead on Parker Van Otterlu in lane 4 and lane 5. Sundrup continuing to maintain a large lead in the field. Fennel starting to pull a little bit ahead of here of teammate Ben England in lane 1 against lane 2. And Manwarren and Van Otterlu in lanes 4 and 5, pretty close now. The gap here is reduced greatly between those two. But this will be all Sundrup as he swims well ahead of the field. Manwarren, Van Otterlu make their turns. Sundrup coming in and touches in a time of 2:14.73 to get the win for Carroll. It'll be Dante Fennel in lane number 1. Will get second, 2:28.77. And in 3rd place, Ben England of Carroll, 2:29.16. And Parker Van Otterlu here slowly pulls ahead right at the end here for a 2:45.29. 4th place, just edging out teammate Owen Manwarren, who finished in 2:46.29 in 5th place in the 200-yard individual medley varsity event. Time now for the boys 50-yard freestyle junior varsity event. First JV event of the evening. There will be 3 swimmers, all Spencer swimmers, competing in this event. They'll be swimming in lanes 4, 5, and 6. It'll be Josh Harrell in lane number 4, Lucas Keeler in lane number 5, and Alex Francis in lane number 6. Josh Harrell told the runners to stand up, and he got a little off balance there, went in the pool. No harm done as we'll reset. Now they get in position. And once again here, I think our starters messing with our swimmers here a little bit, having a little fun at their expense. And now they've got them off the line. Apparently they're having some adjusting with the equipment. they work to get the equipment ready to go here again. We'll be starting momentarily. And we're going to give this another try. So it's Josh Harrell in lane 4, Lucas Keeler in 5, and Alex Francis in 6. And Francis with the big advantage getting into the pool, but things even up here pretty quick. And they turn on the wall. Keeler appears to have a slight advantage in lane number 5. And there it is. Not sure how accurate those times are, but I don't think it took him 2 minutes and 45 seconds to swim 50 meters, but or 50 yards. That's what we got on the board right now, but I'm going to guess it was a little quicker than that. So Keeler with the win there in that JV event for the Spencer Tigers. And we'll get ready. Apologies, it is cold season. For the boys 50-yard freestyle varsity event, there will be 6 swimmers. All 6 lanes will be full. Lanes 1 through 3 will feature Carroll swimmers, including Caleb Blair, Tristan Blair, and Trevor Danner. And then in 4, 5, and 6 for the Tigers, it'll be Reed Tigas, Jacob Gronemeyer, and Elijah Meyer. And just trying to get the clocks to reset, I think is what they're trying to do here. And we're ready to go here, the 50-yard freestyle. Right away in lane number 4, it's Reed Tigas with a slight lead. Heading into the first turn, Tigas and Trevor Danner of Carroll leads 3 and 4. Neck and neck. Danner with a slight lead. Danner 21.97 to edge Tigas 22.21. The third place finish in lane number 5, Jacob Gronemeyer. Second place, or fourth place, I guess, went to Tristan Blair. Fifth place went to Caleb Blair of Spencer, and then Elijah Meyer rounding things out for the Tigers in the 6th spot in lane number 6. with a time of 30:39. So 21:97 wins it for Trevor Danner of Carroll, followed closely by 22:21 Reed Tigas of Spencer. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to bring you the remaining events coming up here live from the Jeffrey S. Olson Memorial Pool in Spencer in just a moment.
So what do you like best about being on the swim team?
It's been a fun experience. I used to do it when I was younger, and I'm like a redshirt senior, so it's been fun. I made a lot of good friends. Practice has been fun. We had our first meet on Tuesday last week. It went very well for our first meet. All of us swam pretty good.
Hey, do you have any goals for the season?
I'd like to make state and the medley relay. That's probably the biggest one right now.
What other activities are you involved with at the high school?
I'm in NHS and track.
All right. Do you have plans yet for after graduation?
I plan on either going to Iowa Lakes or Mankato in hopes of being a pilot.
Awesome. Ready for Tiger 30?
Yep.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Board game or video game?
Video game.
Drama or comedy?
Comedy.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Purple or gold?
I'd go gold.
Hawkeyes or Cyclones?
Hawkeyes.
Snapchat or Instagram?
Instagram.
Movies or TV?
Movies.
Fruits or vegetables?
Fruits.
Talk or text?
Talk.
Would you rather take a trip to see the world or stay close to home?
See the world.
All right, well, I hope you get to do that.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Have a good season.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hi, it's me, Graham. Looks like things are really gonna slow down for me now that 0 fatalities has come to Iowa. Once people start taking responsibility for their driving, my numbers are gonna take a really big hit. So I've had to join the workforce. Yes, ma'am, I can transfer you over. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Hold on. I'm new at this. I miss crashes. I mean, why do people have to be responsible for their actions? I've been counting on those drowsy drivers, the ones who don't believe in wearing seatbelts, the buzz drivers, the aggressive drivers, oh, and the cute little ones who think they can multitask. They can't. They really can't. But once people realize they should care about how they drive 2-ton chunks of metal hurtling down the roads, it's over for me. Then I'll be stuck here, making spreadsheets for Steve. No. Where did that column go? So why not help a guy out? Sure, Zero Fatality's mission is to keep people safe. But by practicing these 5 bad driving habits, you can bring the highways back into the horrific death traps I know and love!
Jim, I need those projections.
It's grim, sir. Angel of Death, Harvester of Souls. Seriously? Yeah, driving responsibly and accepting the fact that you can't text and drive, speed, drive after drinking, or when you're tired, all keep you and your loved ones, you know, alive. But this whole goal of 0 deaths on the road it's out of hand. I'm not cut out for the 9 to 5. I keep losing my key card and someone keeps stealing my lunch.
Learn how to keep Graham off Iowa's roads at zerofatalitiesiowa.com.
And welcome back to the Jeffrey S. Olson Pool in Spencer, Iowa. Randy Cawthorn here with this SMU Channel 3 broadcast of the Spencer Tigers and Carroll Tigers swim event here on December 8th. We welcome all of our viewers. Heading now into the boys 100-yard varsity butterfly. And into the pool, Ben Englund in lane number 1, Sam Jansen in lane number 2 for Carroll, and Jonathan Dose in lane number 3 for Carroll. It's Cole DeFleminick in lane number 4 for the Tigers. And right now it's Dose and DeFleminick leading the pack, almost side by side. And now DeFleminick with a slight lead at the turn, but Dose in lane 3 not far behind. Sam Jansen with a slight lead on Ben English in lanes 2 and 1 for the last 2 spots. And Cole DeFleminick here with a slight margin about midway through the pool length. And Cole DeFleminick gets the win in lane number 4 with a time of 55.79. Just edging Jonathan Dose is 56.42. Lane number 2, and Sam Jansen gets 3rd place at 105.29. And finishing 4th in lane number 1, Ben England of Carroll with a time of 109.32. Team scorers through the first few events prior to the break. Carroll now with 41 points, Spencer with 20, not counting our last event. And DeFleminick's individual team points will help that Tiger tally a little bit for Spencer. As we get ready for the 100-yard freestyle junior varsity event, this will feature 3 Spencer swimmers. That's Luke Fisher in lane number 4, Lucas Keeler in lane number 5, and Elijah Meyer in lane number 6, all swimming for the Spencer Tigers. And a clean start here in this JV meet. It looks like a Meyer might have the lead heading into the first turn, and he does. Followed by Keeler in lane number 5 and Fisher in lane number 4. Meyer with a slight lead on Keeler. Keeler with a very slight lead on Luke Fisher. And halfway through the race, it is Meyer with about a body's length advantage on Lucas Keeler. Keeler with a half a body length on Luke Fisher. Fisher in lane 4, Keeler in lane 5, and Meyer in lane number 6. And final turn for Meyer, who appears to be in control. And Meyer, I think, is going to hold off to defeat Keeler, and he does. Well, they gave Keeler the edge there by 0.05 seconds. So Keeler able to come back in lane number 5, 109.74 to edge Elijah Myers, 109.79. So probably your closest race of the night so far. And then in lane number 3, Luke Fisher finishing with a time of 1:12:43. All 3 for Spencer. Next up, the boys 100-yard freestyle varsity. This will feature all 6 lanes swimming. Lanes 1 through 3 will feature the Carroll Tigers. That's Tristan Blair, Xander Kenyon, and Trevor Danner for Carroll in lanes 1, 2, and 3. And Parker Van Otterloo, Jacob Grunemeyer, and Sawyer Sand for the Tigers of Spencer in 4, 5, and 6. Swimmers take their marks. And into the pool they go. And a good lead there for Trevor Danner. It opened up a nice, impressive lead here, headed to the first turn. Danner with a slight lead against Xander Kenyon, his teammate, in lane number 2. Leading the way for Spencer right now in 3rd place is Sawyer Sand in lane number 6. And the turn already made there by Danner, who's well in front leading the pack in lane number 3. Lane number 2, Xander Kenyon, a second place swim right now. And third place, Sawyer Sand in lane number 6 for the Spencer Tigers, swimming in third. And the clock stops at 50:34 for lane number 3's Trevor Danner. Sawyer Sand with a time of 58.85, good for third place. And the clock seems to be a little off there. I'm not sure. I think we missed because I think the swimmer who was in lane 2 actually finished second overall, and so we missed something there with a timing standpoint. But Sawyer Sand, a third place finish for the Tigers, event won by Trevor Danner. Top time in 50:34 for the Carroll Tigers. And it's time to settle in, everybody, for the 500-yard freestyle varsity. Traditionally about a 6-minute race for your finish. This will feature 3 Carroll swimmers in lanes 1, 2, and 3, as well as Spencer swimmer Josh Harrell in lane number 4. It'll be Nick Whipke in lane number 1 for Carroll, Dante Fennell in lane number 2 for Carroll, and Ryan Burbank in lane number 3 for Carroll, as well as Josh Harrell in 4 for the Spencer Tigers. And into the pool they go, as the swimmers will pace themselves. Fennell with a short lead, headed into the first turn. Or first of, I think, about 20, actually. And a pretty tight race right now between Ryan Burbank and Fennell, as Burbank, now in lane number 3, takes a short lead. Nip Quickie in third in the lane number 1. Carroll making his second turn on the wall for the Spencer Tigers, and he is currently in 4th place. And Burbank's lead continuing to grow in lane number 3 for Carroll. About even spacing between Burbank and then Dante Fennell in second, and Nip Whipke in 3rd place for Carroll in lanes 3, 2, and 1. And then Josh Harrell in 4th for the Spencer Tigers. And Burbank's lead just continues to grow throughout the race. Fennell in second currently for Carroll, and Nick Whipke in third. Josh Harrell of Spencer in 4th place. Burbank here closing in on Harrell for Spencer as he moves past. no changes in the leader as Burbank continuing to dominate the field. 11 laps in. Fennell about a half the pool length behind him in second. Nick Whipke in third in lane number 1 for Carroll. And Josh Harrell swimming in lane number 4 for the Tigers, currently sitting in 4th place. This is definitely an endurance race, this one. Another turn for Burbank. Who's just mowing the field here right now. But pacing continuing along pretty well too. Does not appear to be tiring much. He's lapped his teammates now. I think he's lapped Carroll. He's in definite control here. And Burbank making his final, what will be his final lap. Just to give an idea, the record time in this event is 5:15:30. As fast as Burbank swam, as he touches, it's 5:52:98. So the record holder for this, Tyler Brigham, time is actually about 37 seconds faster than that. And a turn now by Whipke in lane number 1. And things wrap up for Dante Fennell in lane number 2 now, with a time of 6:14:02 for second place. Whipke will be making his final turn to head back for the final time in lane number 1. Carroll, a couple more laps to go here. And Whipke about to touch the wall. It is time 6:51:81 for third place. Carroll will finish things out here for the Tigers and complete the race, which quite frankly is more than I can do. One more lap to go after the touch this time. So the final turn for Josh Harrell And he gets a roar from the crowd as he gets ready to put this one to bed. The most grueling race of the night. And the Carroll kids cheering him on as well. They all appreciate the effort. And we wrap this one up. Time of 8:25.75 for the Spencer Tiger swimmer as all the rest. I don't think I'd want to take the warm down lap on that one. I think I'd just be ready to get out of the pool after all that, but they will take that and catch their breath as we get ready for some relay action. The 200-yard varsity freestyle relay event. It'll be Carroll in lanes 2 and 3, Spencer in lanes 4 and 5. In lane number 2 for Carroll, it'll be Caleb Blair, Tristan Blair, Nick Whipke, and Ben England. In lane number 3, it'll be Jonathan Dose, Xander Kidyon, Kyle Sundrup, and Trevor Danner. In lane number 4 for the Tigers, it'll be Cole DeFleminek, Jacob Grunemeyer, Sawyer Sand, and Reed Tigas. And in lane number 5, it'll be Luke Fisher, Lucas Keeler, Alex Francis, and Parker Van Otterloo. And we are ready to go here. This will be fast and furious swimming here. And into the pool they go. And right away in lane number 3, Jonathan Dose with a lead. Chased by Cole DeFleminek on the first turn. And ready to dive into the pool for the Tigers in lane number 4, Jacob Grunemeyer. And Xander Kidyon into the pool first for Carroll in lane number 3. Lane number 1 now, or 2 into the pool. That would be Tristan Blair. And now Lucas Keeler in the pool for the Tigers in lane number 5. The advantage, lane number 3 for Xander Kidyon as he hands off to Kyle Sundrup. And Sawyer Sand taking the pool now as Grunemeyer finishes for Spencer. Big lead right now for Sundrup. Sand in pursuit, currently in second place in lane number 4. And the final swimmer, Trevor Danner, diving out into the pool for the Carroll Tigers. And into the pool for Spencer, Reed Tigas. Tigas going like a madman, but he's not going to make up that much ground. Into the pool. Ben England for Carroll, and the last swimmer into the pool now is Parker Van Otterloo for the Spencer Tigers. And the wall touch. 1:34.32, the winning time for Carroll in lane number 3. Spencer's 1:41.36, a second place finish. Lane number 4, the team of Cole DeFleminek, Jacob Grunemeyer, Sawyer Sand, and Reed Tigas. Winning the event, Jonathan Dose, Xander Kidyon, Kyle Sundrup, and Trevor Danner from Carroll. Third place also going to Carroll, 1:53.47 in lane number 2. And lane number 4's time, 2:03.82 for the Tigers in lane number 5. And we're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be back with our final 3 events of the evening here from the Jeffrey S. Olson Pool in Spencer, Iowa.
So Lucas, what is the best part about being on the swim team?
Best part about being on the swim team, I'd have to say the workout we get. The workouts are pretty hard, but you end up feeling good at the end of the season. You lose a lot of weight. Breaking your PRs, I really like that.
Do you have goals for the season?
Goals for the season? I really want to break 30 seconds on my 50 free. It's nothing insane, but it's just all I've wanted to do.
What other activities are you involved with at the high school?
I'm involved in large group speech. I do group improv, and then that's it.
Okay. Do you have plans yet for after graduation?
I'm going to go to Iowa Lakes, and I'm going to take classes to be an electrician.
Okay, sounds good. You ready for Tiger 30?
Yeah, see how it goes.
Hawkeyes or Cyclones?
Hawkeyes.
Snapchat or Instagram?
Snapchat.
Spring or fall?
Spring.
Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Interstate or city highway?
Highway.
Skydive or bungee jump?
I don't know. I'd have to say skydive.
Okay. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
Drama or comedy?
Comedy.
Would you rather take a trip to see the world or stay close to home?
See the world, definitely.
All right, hope you get to do that.
All right.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
We've seen people do a lot of, not safe things on the highway. There's the old, just this one text. Why use turn signals? Everyone around me can read minds. And I like playing NASCAR with semis. It's called drafting, not tailgating, and sometimes you just want to test those giant blind spots. Our job is to keep you safe from, well, all of that and more. Which is why we are partnering with local law enforcement to identify dangerous drivers. Let's make the roads safe for everyone. Our family, protecting yours.
Yep, I've got an office job now. Iowa adopted zero fatalities, and frankly, this whole let's work together to reduce traffic fatalities wasn't looking good for me. Sure. Following these 5 simple rules can keep you and your loved ones, you know, alive. But come on, I can't spend eternity here. I'm not exactly a people person.
Learn more about the Zero Fatalities program and how you can help keep the Grim Reaper off Iowa's roads.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Jeffrey S. Olson Memorial Pool in Spencer, Iowa, where we are down to our final 3 events of the evening. The Spencer Tigers and Carroll Tigers getting ready to do battle here. 3 more events. Currently, the team score, Carroll 85 points, Spencer 36, as Carroll enjoying a very solid performing evening here tonight in the Spencer Pool. For Andy Cawthor, glad to have you along with us on this SMU Channel 3 live broadcast of Spencer Tigers swimming. Thanks to all of our viewers out there watching live and taped. We will be moving on to the boys 100-yard backstroke, the varsity event. In lane number 1, it'll be Caleb Blair for Carroll. Lane number 2 will feature Jonathan Dose of Carroll. And lane number 3 will be Kyle Sundrup of Carroll. In 4, 5, and 6, it'll be Cole DeFleminick, Owen Manwarren for Spencer, and Alex Francis. This is the 100-yard backstroke varsity event. And with a big splash, we're off. And right away, it's lanes 3 and 2 leading the way with Sundrup and Jonathan Dose out in front of the field in the first turn. And it looked like Sundrup with a slight lead, and it is. Sundrup with a slight lead for Carroll in lane number 3. Dose in second currently in lane number 2. Lane number 4 in third place, that's Cole DeFleminick for the Tigers, followed closely by Owen Manwarren in lane number 5. Lane number 1 making the turn in 5th place, that's Caleb Blair. And rounding out the field, Alex Francis in lane number 6 for Spencer. And on the turn, lane number 3, it's Kyle Sundrup with about a 2-person lead over teammate Jonathan Dose from Carroll. And that'll wrap it up. 58.85 top time, lane number 3 for Kyle Sundrup. Second place finish, 103.38 for teammate Jonathan Dose. Spencer in lane number 4, time of 1:12.64. That's Cole DeFleminick. In lane number 5 for Spencer, Owen Manwarren, finishing 4th, 1:19.86. In 5th place in lane number 1 for Carroll, Caleb Blair, 1:22.86. And Alex Francis now heading here for the final stretch in lane number 6. He will touch at a time of 1:39.27. Next up, we will have the boys 100-yard breaststroke varsity event. That will feature 5 lanes of action here in the Spencer Pool. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 will feature Carroll swimmers. It'll be Nick Whipke in lane number 1, Jacob Grieving in lane number 2, and Ryan Burbank in lane number 3. In lane number 4, it'll be Sawyer Sand from Spencer, and number 5, it'll be Reed Tigas from Spencer for the Tigers. So Spencer in lanes 4 and 5, Carroll in lanes 1, 2, and 3 here in this 100-yard breaststroke varsity event. Swimmers getting into their position. And Tigas into the pool with an early lead, is yet to surface. There he is. The record time in this event, 1:03.82. Tigas with a slight lead against Ryan Burbank, but a very, very close race between those two. Headed to the halfway point of the race. Burbank now with a slight advantage on Tigas, but now Tigas and Burbank in a pretty dead heat. Actually, Burbank with a slight lead in lane number 3. Tigas in lane number 5 for Spencer. Lanes 1 and 2, Whipke and Jacob Grieving side by side And the turn made there by Burbank with a slight lead. And Tigges right with him. And Tigges making up a little ground here at the end. It's going to be a close race down to the finish. And Tigges gets the win, 1:12.70. Just 0.12 of a second faster than Burbank. He closed in and made the pass at the end. Third place going to Jacob Graving in lane number 2, 1:18.30. And fourth place, lane number 4, was Sawyer Sand, 1:20.62. And then fifth place going to lane number 1, Nick Whipke of Carroll. And we are down to our final event of the evening, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay varsity event. Always a lot of fun here. It'll be 2 Carroll teams swimming against 1 Spencer team here in our final event. Carroll will have lanes 2 and 3. Xander Kenyon, Dante Fennell, Jacob Graving, and Ryan Burbank swimming in lane number 2. In lane number 3, it'll be Jonathan Dose, Sam Jansen, Kyle Sundrup, and Trevor Danner, also for Carroll. And then in lane number 4, it'll be Luke Fisher, Owen Manwarren, Elijah Meyer, and Parker Van Otterloo. Could be a very, very fast heat. And right away, lane number 3, Dose with the lead on the turn, but not far behind was Xander Kenyon. So Kenyon and Dose side by side about midway through their first lap. Luke Fisher and Spencer trailing in lane number 4. Now a slight lead for Dose as he pulls slightly ahead of Xander Kenyon in lane 3. And on the final turn there for Dose, Sam Jansen up on lane number 3 for Carroll. Dante Fennell in lane number 2, also for Carroll. Into the pool, Sam Jansen and then Dante Fennell. In lane number 4 for Spencer, Luke Fisher will be handing things off to Owen Manwarren, who is ready to make his entrance. Jansen continuing to maintain a lead over Fennell halfway through their race. And Jensen heading back for the final time. It'll be Kyle Sundrup into the pool with the lead for Carroll. When Jansen touches up. And into the pool goes Sundrup. Now it'll be Jacob Graving going in for Carroll in lane number 2. Manwarren will be handing off here to Elijah Meyer, for Spencer. Sundrup now more than halfway through his length. And he will pass things off to Trevor Danner for the final lap when he comes back. Now into the pool, Elijah Meyer for the Tigers in lane number 4 in third place. And Trevor Danner now in position, ready to hit the water for the final couple of laps here for Carroll, as they will win the team victory tonight. And into the pool, Danner goes. Ryan Burbank also waiting to get into the pool now for Carroll in lane number 2 in second place. And Elijah Meyer is swimming currently for the Tigers in lane number 4. They are in third. Danner with the final turn for Carroll. So in lane number 3, the team of Jonathan Doe, Sam Jansen, Kyle Sundrup, and Trevor Danner are going to win it in a time of 3:37.86. Carroll also gets second place. The team of Xander Kenyon, Dante Fennell, Jacob Graving, and Ryan Burbank in lane number 2. Their time, stopping the clock, 3:59.08. And final turn here is Parker Van Otterloo. Makes his way down the pool as the Tigers look to close out tonight's activities. Finish here as the clock continues to count. And the crowd letting Parker hear it. As he comes down the home stretch here, more than halfway through the pool now. And touches the wall at a time of 4:39.76. So, and he gets high fives from the Carroll swimmers as they wrap things up here in tonight's action activity. We'll be right back to give you a final team tally in just a moment. And welcome back to the Jeffrey S. Olson Memorial Pool here from Spencer, Iowa, where tonight we wrap things up. The Carroll Tigers visiting the Spencer Tigers in this meet action. Final score, Carroll 116, Spencer High School 51. Carroll comes to town and has a fantastic showing here in the Spencer Pool. And nice showing for all the athletes tonight to get the job done. This will be the last live broadcast anyway here before the end of the 2020 season. The Spencer Tigers swim team will be on the road for a couple of events. We will not be having those broadcasts live, but we will be back here for the Spencer events coming up in January of 2021. I cannot say that soon enough. We are ready for a change of year, folks, and we will have a live Spencer boys swimming action from you here from the Jeffrey S. Olson Memorial Pool. I want to thank the Karen Liner and her team at SMU Channel 3 for broadcasting this event. Of course, thank all of you for tuning in and watching it and supporting local high school athletics. I'm Randy Cawthorn. We'll see you next time with Spencer Tiger Boys Swimming.